Parents might have fears, but it's important to support their child's dreams, as Michael's mother has. Well on his way to landing the right job for him, Michael finished a year-long employment preparation program that takes place entirely at the workplace.
I am Michael.
I'm Michael's mom, Liz.
I do Brazil Olympics basketball, track and field, golf. I am busy guy. I picture at Children's Hospital.
When Michael and I volunteer at Children's Hospital, we help with the Star Studio bingo show, and then we get to help out in the booth behind the scenes. So when Michael was in high school, he had a paid summer job. I guess the first year he was a volunteer with Community Ed Super Summer Program, and it was at his high school, so I was familiar. It was a great summer job because a lot of the counselors were classmates of his. Project Search was a great match for Michael, and at Children's Hospital specifically because he was so familiar with it as a patient.
I was in NICU with my mom.
And as a baby, he was in the NICU, and that was one of his rotations. And he knows a lot of people there.
I like go to work. I like my routine. Stocking, gowns, gloves, and masks.
I have some fears about Michael starting a job, just like every new endeavor, just kind of worrying about what it might be like. But I think he's really going to find something that he likes, because Michael does like routine and a set schedule. I think it'll be really nice for him. So after Project Search, which just ended, Michael will start meeting with his employment agency and going through some person-centered planning and talking about what he really liked about the past year and what he's looking for. He really developed a lot of skills that'll serve him well in life. He has become more confident and more of a clear speaker because he was with a lot of people that weren't familiar with him or didn't know him, and a lot of medical terms that he had to learn, asking for what he needed, improving his self-advocacy, and just growing into that independent role and being a professional.
My strengths is I'm a good listener and be flexible. I listen to details.
Just is a really hard worker, but I think most of all it's his personality is his biggest strength. It's so important for parents to support their kids' dreams because they know them better than anybody else, and they can work to make it happen. Just making sure that they can find joy in life and use their strengths and follow their interests just like everybody else and live life to the fullest.
Adding person-centered planning, what you like, what you want, to strong family support really expands possibilities, as they have for Michael, who participated as an intern in Project Search to explore his work options. This Transition to Work program is a business-led, one-year employment preparation program that takes place entirely at the workplace. From his first paid job in high school to his volunteer work with Children's Hospital's Star Studio bingo show, and finally his Project Search internship experience, Michael has continued to grow into his new role as a professional who advocates for himself and asks for what he needs. Michael's mother is also a strong advocate for him, believing that it is so important to listen to a child's dreams, to recognize their interests and strengths, and help them find joy in life. Thanks, Michael.